let's start. Bring our body into an upright posture for meditation. Seeing that all conditions for a suitable meditation posture are coming together, knowing that it is not the body that meditates, but it's the mind that meditates. But it's crucial to have a correct posture so that the mind can come into meditation mood. That the mind can settle and the energy winds in the body flow freely. So we can be vivid and alert in a relaxed manner. Taking a few moments to do that, taking a few breaths, releasing any agitation, any grasping, as the mind settles in, centering yourself. And as a motivation, we can begin by recognizing that motivation is the opposite of expectation. Not sitting down wanting to achieve something, for something special to happen to us, not looking for special experiences, not looking through the eyes of self-grasping attachment, but motivating ourselves with the thought, what can I do now for the world? How can I make a contribution? And the best contribution we could ever make is to develop the motivation that we want to benefit all living beings by developing our mind. That's our starting point. Applying these methods that are presented here to the best of our ability to shape our mind, to take care of the mind, diminishing our delusions, eventually uprooting them and growing all the goodness and our marvelous qualities of compassion and wisdom. Doing this with a wish to benefit all beings, generating this vast open heart, just for a moment, as a basis for our practice. And this evening, I was just talking to Rubina, and she said it would be nice maybe simply to do a practice of medicine Buddha, which is a practice that is particularly powerful when it comes to wanting to be successful in our Dharma practice, it is a particularly powerful practice for healing physical and mental difficulties and hardships. But it's not only for healing, but it's also especially for being successful in wanting to create virtue, successful in diminishing our delusions, healing the mind, generating strong positive energy and merit for that. So we're going to do a short practice of Medicine Buddha, making this heart connection. Again, as soon as you feel ready with your body, ready with the mind, reconnecting with the breath before we begin. And from that, letting go of single-pointedly watching the breath, we move into a more active mode of meditation, a more active mode of awareness, making use of the ability of our mind to visualize, to create images and be creative with that. Yeah. And with an open mind, I invite you to visualize, to imagine about 4 inches above the crown of your head there is a beautiful outspread lotus flower. And in the center of this lotus is a white moon disk, flat and shiny. And seated on that moon disk is the Dharmakaya, the enlightened essence of all the Buddhas, manifesting in the form of Medicine Buddha. He is blue in color, and his body radiates light. being seated in the full Vajra posture, the full lotus position. He is wearing the 3 red-colored robes of a monk, radiating with all the marks of a Buddha. His right hand is in the mudra of granting sublime realization, and he rests on his right knee, and he holds the stem of a medical plant, the Aurora plant, between thumb and first finger. His left hand is in the mudra of concentration and holds a lapis lazuli bowl in his lap, filled with wisdom nectar. He very much looks like Shakyamuni Buddha, only that he is blue in color, and his right hand is not touching the earth, but resting on his knee, the palms facing upwards and holding this Aurora plant, this medical plant that cures all disease. His whole manifestation is in the nature of radiant light, not in any way physical, but the manifestation of all the Buddha's enlightened energy, manifesting here as Medicine Buddha, totally luminous, radiant, crystal clear, so beautiful to behold. Take a few moments to visualize Medicine Buddha vividly for yourself on the crown of your head, to the best of your ability. And don't worry if the visualization is not perfectly clear. It is more about making a connection with the enlightened presence of Medicine Buddha, making this connection from your heart and feeling that Medicine Buddha is actually manifesting right here. And then you can visualize all sentient beings surrounding you, starting with all your near and dear ones, family members and friends, all people you know who might need healing right now, physical healing, mental healing. Bring them into your space here. We can especially start with thinking about Lisa and her husband, having them here, dedicating our practice to both of them, as well as also Marta, one student who was on crutches here, who has to have an operation on her knee very soon. Like this, gather the people that you know around you who need healing. Surround yourself with them, inviting them into your practice for a moment. You can visualize them sitting around you. can go further, thinking about also all other human beings, all those who are suffering right now. We can think about all living beings in the animal realm, living on the land, living in the sky, living in the oceans. From the biggest whale down to the tiniest insect, including all animals in our practice. Expanding your horizon. Opening your heart to all the numberless living beings in the other lower realms that we cannot see with our eyes. Beings in the spirit and hell realms who we cannot see but who are suffering immeasurably. Thinking that also they receive our prayers and practices, all our merits and positive energy. Like that, take a minute to make a visualization vast, until you imagine that all living beings are included in the space around you. Imagining that you don't forget even about a single one. And then Medicine Buddha, from the crown of your head, happily sends forth from his heart infinite rays of white light, which pour down and completely fill your body from head to toe, entering your crown chakra. Imagining these light rays purifying all your diseases, all the afflictions, all their causes, all your negative karma and mental obscurations. Completely healing all fear, depression, whatever anxiety or guilt, any jealousy, aversion, any attachments. This crystal clear, white, nectar-like light enters your being and totally purifies that, totally heals all open wounds. Imagining the nature of your body becomes like a crystal. And as you feel great bliss as this happens, while we're going to recite Medicine Buddha's mantra, you can visualize rays of light radiating from your heart into all 10 directions. This light pervades all the sentient beings of all 6 realms who are surrounding you, sending them great love, wishing them to have happiness and receive all healing that they aspire for. Imagining that also they purify all afflictions, all harm, all negative karma and obscurations, as we recite together. Ayata hom beganze beganze maha beganze Raja samudgate soha Tayanta hom beganze beganze Maha beganze Raja samudgate soha Tayanta hom beganse Maha beganse Raja samudgate soha Tayata hom beganse Maha beganse Raja samugade soha Tayanta hom beganse Maha beganse Raja samugate soha Tayata hom beganse Maha beganse Raja samugate soha Tayanta hom beganse Maha beganse Radha samugate soha Tayanta hom beganse Maha beganse Raja samudgate soha Tayata hom beganse Maha beganse Raja samudgate soha. And as this light keeps streaming forth from Medicine Buddha's heart, filling your being, you can feel great joy, great bliss. Visualizing that from your heart, as this light streams out, all living beings are transformed into the enlightened aspect of Medicine Buddha. For a moment, think strongly that you have led them into Medicine Buddha's enlightenment. From that you can visualize that Medicine Buddha gently melts into blue light from the outside into his heart center, like vapor on a mirror. Completely dissolves into blue light of enlightened wisdom. And this light dissolves into your crown, completely filling your being, and your mind becomes blessed by this enlightened healing energy of Medicine Buddha, completely filling every cell of your body and every corner of your mind. Holding this feel of strong connection, abiding in that single-pointedly. And from that we can dedicate. Thinking due to these merits, may I complete the ocean-like activities of all the Buddhas. May I become a perfect helper for sentient beings who have repeatedly been kind to me in all my past lives. By the virtues received from attempting this practice to the best of my ability, may all living beings who see, hear, touch, or remember me, even those who merely think about me and say my name, in that very moment be released from all their miseries and experience happiness from their heart. Due to these merits, may we quickly become Buddhas, in order to lead all living beings into that same awakened state.